Shazam. There, let's run that on the bottom. And then this one. My cameras are messed up, so I don't know what's what here. Okay, if I do this and this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello? Hello? Hey, Dan, give me a minute to fix my audio.
I was going to say that I was echoing here for a second.
No, it's me. I launched the wrong camera first.
Oh, so it picks up on that stream thing first?
And I gave it the wrong settings. Let's
see. Are you live already, or is this just...
No, we're live.
You're live? I was about to say, oh, wait a minute.
I pulled the trigger quick.
Yeah, I gotta go. I still have to do some quick little things before I can sit down again for a little while. But you're gonna be... How long are you gonna stay on till? For another hour?
Maybe. I've already been going an hour, but whatever. I'm here. Okay, how's my audio right now?
Sounds great. There's nothing wrong with it.
I killed the other one. Good.
Yeah, there's no
really
echo.
Tricky. I almost always launch with my headshot using the boom mic. I don't use the microphones in any of the cameras.
Eileen's hearing you too. She says I'm here.
Awesome. Good stuff. And the reason I did that, I was actually just going to go with one camera and then go, I never just go one camera. I do one camera for my... Yeah, I like show off this stuff too.
That one really turned out well, the one to your left there. Is that your left? The little camera that's hovering on your work?
Yeah, it's giving us this view only because I can't do this right now for some reason. So
it's not working good?
The problem is all the Logitech cameras, whether you set for 50 or 60 hertz, will pick up a sine wave.
Yeah.
So between my very shiny surface, all these lights reflecting everywhere, it's seeing the flicker from digital light. If these were just light bulbs, I wouldn't have the problem.
The rate.
The refresh rate, sometimes they'll sync up and sometimes they don't. And when they don't, then you'll see this wave.
Gotcha.
And it's super annoying. For me, it is. Yeah, it's bad.
All right. Well, I'm going to do this then. I'm going to do about 10 minutes of work here real quick before I'm going to jump back on with you.
Sure. Well, the link's in the group, so.
Yeah. I'm just going to put you on pause here. Mute.
Sure.
Or do you want me to leave the studio?
No, you can hang.
Okay. Because I can then listen to you while you're doing your thing.
Sure.
And I won't make noise for you either. So
yeah, I don't know how much noise I'll make because I'm looking at these last 10 pieces. Going, where the hell do they go?
So it's all the blue that you're looking for? Blue and orange. Where's the orange tipped blue ones that you're missing?
So
right,
these ones here are likely in
the orange.
There's some gray floating around here because there's a gray space between the legs.
Oh,
and if it was mostly gray, I might have put it.
Gotcha.
There, yeah.
So it's like in between the legs of the pink guy. It's got some gray inside that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
My quick and dirty sort.
How do you have the little thumbnail below here on your left of your picture? How do you have that set up?
Oh, okay. So
how'd you do that?
So I became a real wizard with this software. Like I've maximized what you can do with StreamYards.
Yeah.
So if you use the free version of StreamYards, you can't really do much with overlays. Like if you watch your logo.
Yeah.
So where I got All Bricks Count, they have a
Well,
fixed size and a fixed position. Well, I didn't like that, so I don't
oh,
use their logo um, section at all. I just
gotcha.
use the ping overlay, period. So I put my icons on the bottom for my different socials. I put my logo at the top at the size I like, because the way they would want it would be too big, and I don't like their positioning.
Yeah.
And then my title, I do that in the same ping overlay. And then that box art, that's just a screenshot. That's my photography, though. I try and
Yeah.
use my photography as much as I can.
Yeah. It's high
Um,
res. It's a high res photo for sure.
it's an okay photo. It's not a great one. It was
No.
very like that was a quick and dirty one. I probably should just lifted the screenshot from Lego. Would have been
Oh, okay.
sharper.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Actually, that photo has evidence of that wave I was telling you about. It's right down the center of it, which I see it and it annoys the hell out of me.
What is it exactly? The
It's
wave?
it's a flicker wave, and it
Oh.
just comes out as a very slight, not distortion, but a color gradient that's unintentional.
Oh. Just because of the lighting?
The lighting versus the refresh rate of the cameras.
Huh.
And when you read all the software and this, oh yeah, just switch it from 60 to 50 and 50 to 60, whichever way. It's like, no, that's not it. Now I can sit there sometimes, put my hand in front of the camera, do this, lift up, and it'll correct it.
Well, I just saw it. Yeah, it went blurry and then it corrected it pretty quick, but it went darker a little bit.
Yeah, and actually, and there's a reason for that. I didn't turn on my camera settings for this, which is
Ah.
don't do this, don't do that kind of stuff. It's still running pretty auto on this. You know, the
So,
Logitech stuff is industry standard, but it's not the best, but it was plentiful. And actually, during COVID, these things became real hard to get.
oh,
I
for
was
sure.
lucky to have. I was lucky to get 3 in the period that I did, because it was impossible after 3 months in to get any cameras.
Yeah, everybody was gobbling them up.
Everyone was work from home, and they all
Yeah.
needed something.
Yeah, their laptop computer monitors weren't going to cut it.
No.
That's funny. What is going on here? Okay, so that's that. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to peace out for 10 minutes and I'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
Shazam. And then there was one. Here, let me move that down. Eileen's chilling. Is Eileen still taking apart sets? I'll look up in a moment, see what the answer was. Okay, so that's not there. Yes. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to start lifting and plugging pieces in, seeing where they go. So I'm really kind of done with the blue. Should be a line. Oh, no. No worries there, Eileen. Did I already try that? I feel like I already tried that. I could leave that there, but that doesn't necessarily... That looks better. That looks a lot better. That's got to go there. Yes. Yeah, make sure you drink lots and lots. Yes. I can't believe I'm almost done the blue guy. Pretty decently, anyway. So that's still a no. That's still a no. I don't get that one. That one's just frustrating me to no end. Ooh, okay. And then, yes. Why didn't I do that earlier? Why? Oh, isn't that funny, eh? I got one or two that are clearly not here. I don't think I'm missing, though. I think they'll be in the other piles later. Oh, black is going to be so hard. Black is going to be so hard. Red, there's lots, but again, with the yellow being so piss poor. Let's try the black. Let's see. There's not a lot. Daylight's not going to mean the same thing. All of my light right now is this, and this light is the same day or night because there is no exterior light coming in. So the laws of physics, they apply. It's literally the same. The only difference is what I do with the cameras that I make you guys see, which I've not adjusted them. But hey, Greg, how you doing? My biggest problem with the black is that, wow, there's just so little going on there. Also, not a fan of the fact that the black guy's dead in the center. So we've got well, I'm not going to stress too much about that. So let's see what we got. Curve with the shiny. See, I could be just about anything there. Could be way over there. That could be. That could be even down between the. No, I won't be between the legs. That could be. That's a little horrible. You know what? That's yellow. Look at that. Hey, Jaden. Oh, you figured it out? It was nice to hang out on Nate's stream there. I know he tries to do Sundays. Trying to return the favor. Don't know what my wife's doing on her phone. Making weird noises. So I got that there, and this is just horrible. Just horrible. I can see me just chucking a bunch of these right back in the box. I mean, that's a little bit of the symbol. Nice. Oh, that's the other thing I got to remember is that a bunch of these are going to snap in straight away. Very nice, very nice. Black helmet, that's going to be up there for sure. Look at some of these here. Oh, solid black. That's going to be so hard. Not even a good edge for me to work with. Some of these with the lines. Another one with the pink. Too low. That's probably going to be higher. Nice. It's going to be a full size piece. So if I have one with gold, don't even know how much longer to stream. It's already. Why is it telling me to update already? I don't need to restart. I just did this all. Oh, man. I might have to cut this short. Some of the upgrading shenanigans I did yesterday and today biting me in the butt. Red, black, kind of some other niche. Shazam!
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I got a new toy, and it's not Lego.
Uh-oh. Echo Show?
Yeah.
So, what's it do?
I can talk to the girls when they phone. I never know which machine they're phoning on. This is Amazon.
Right.
So when they phone from their tablets, which is Fire, it should come right to this one, and I can talk to them right away.
Oh, nice. Have you figured that out already, or you haven't tried it yet?
I haven't tried. I'm taking it to Waterloo with me, so I don't want to set it up here to reset it up there tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I mean, that
So
makes sense.
I will do it because I love my friend, but he has a 40-letter password. And I have to
Wow.
set it up on all my different devices.
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
So it's a phrase, but it's all backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, get rid of that tray. So that's good news, at least.
looking good, Richard. You're doing great.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the blue is the hardest one I've done yet. I thought yellow, I mean, yeah, the yellow's a PowerShell and the black's a PowerShell, but that blue guy was really the hardest one.
But
Really
are you
the hardest
finding
one.
it easier if you're grouping it in shape?
I wish I could say yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I'm still doing mostly color pulls and where I see lines and
yeah.
really sharp transitions, because I mean that's the low lying fruit. That's the easy stuff, and that seems to be working okay for me.
That's what my mom always said to when you opened up a puzzle was to look for all the weird shapes.
Yeah. Well, I definitely get the advice for sure. Like that felt like that was a good piece to put there.
Well, maybe I'll do because I'm just taking my phone with me. I'll have a tablet. When I start doing the hot air balloons, I'll give you a shout.
Yeah, sure.
Because it'll be about the size that yours is.
Oh,
Yeah, the 1,000 piece. I think it looks like about 10 different hot air balloons.
yeah. Oh man, where's that gonna go? Okay, that can only be. His. So it's not that. Yeah. Oh, that's got to be the bottom of the mouth. Got to be. Yes. Yes. Good. That's what we want. Lots of easy ones. Yeah, it's horrible that all these guys are pretty much faceless because all their faces are in one pile.
Yeah, and then it's just going to be hit and miss.
Yeah. Because literally they're all the same color yellow, all the same size black dots, all the same black smiles.
There's just like, once you get all the faces, take one at a time and try it one in each face.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Nope.
Now, I don't know what I saw. There is a guy in Cambridge that sells Lego out of his garage. I forget what I saw advertised.
Avatar? Yeah.
No, advertised.
Oh, advertised.
The guy was having a sale one weekend, and it was in the heart of Cambridge,
Oh.
but out of his garage.
Come on. Oh, that might be the other way. Ha ha. Maybe.
I want to get a whole bunch of e-books and start reading them on the way.
I wish I had time to read everything I want to read. I've got 2 books within like 5 feet of me that I've been dying to read, and honestly, one of them I've had for about 3 years now. I'm just horrible at it.
So what are they?
When I started driving, they're actually they're both pro wrestling books, I think.
Oh, my son.
But just their life stories, that kind of thing, and I'm fascinated by everything they do, and but no, I can never seem to find the time. Is that gonna fit?
Well, I couldn't get my son, and he's 41 next month, and I'm just an avid. Well, most of the time I'm an avid reader, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, he's got to read. He's got to keep his mind open to reading. So I bought him a pro wrestler story. I think it was Bret Hall's story, and he read it.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, that's cool. Why?
but he's got my old phone, so I think we're sharing YouTube because all of a sudden I'm getting all these WWE stories. I'm going, yeah, we gotta be sharing the same YouTube.
Yeah. I love YouTube. I really do. I don't watch regular TV. I mean, I probably watch YouTube more than the pay services I'm already paying money for, which is really crazy if you think about it.
My favorite channel is PBS.
I just find so much interesting stuff on YouTube, and it's relatively free as long as you got good internet. I mean, it doesn't even have to be good internet; it just needs to work.
Well, at least my friend, the first 3 years I have sat, he had no cable.
Oh no!
And so now at least he's got so I can Chromecast off my phone.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yes.
it's doing great. There really isn't that much of the black.
Sorry, I didn't
There's
catch
not
that.
much of the black guy, but
No, that's the thing. He's hidden so well
yeah,
behind the others. But you know what? Other than the face, I've got a fair bit of him done.
yeah.
And these ones with the pieces with the red, it's like, well, I'm pretty much gonna have to wait. And actually, this one looks
You
like it's
really
down
don't
near the
want to do
feet.
my favorite color, do you?
The red?
Yeah, that's my favorite color.
Well, I like this red as a figure. I mean,
Yeah,
this guy and this guy. This is my childhood right here. Red figures and white figures. Because my classic space Lego, that's what I had. This guy and this guy, and I had maybe 10 of them across like 5 or 6 sets. Maybe I had a few more. I had this. I didn't have this. And then I had a command base and I had a bunch of other little things. And then when I was about 10 or 12 years old, pretty much all my Lego went bye-bye. I made 2 big mistakes. One was my best friend at the time. We thought it was a smart idea to mix our Lego together because we would go over to each other's houses and play and build. Big mistake. Because sure enough, a month or 2 later, we had a big fight. And then the parents separated us. And it's like, well, the other parent wanted her kid's Lego back. And it's like, good luck. How do you separate the Lego? And 3 hours later, in the end, it was just a wash because the parents were just looking at each other real evil like. And it's like we were trying to figure it out. And in the end, I basically took a tub, he took a tub, and none of us had our sets. And we just said, well, that's it. And then my brother was born like a year later or whatever. And I never touched the stuff again. I had grown out of it anyway, really.
well, I think by the time I stepped on it for about 4 years, when the boys uh, kind of gave up on it too, I just took it and gave it to the neighbor across the hall for her son.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
must have been, maybe 1,000, 2,000 pieces.
oh wow.
So, but they
Okay.
were
So,
more into the Transformers and He-Man.
yeah, see, I never had the He-Man stuff. It was too expensive for me. Well, I had no real interest in it either, but my dad was the big driver with that. And G.I. Joe, Star Wars, later Transformers. That was the stuff I really got into.
Well, I surprised my son once for his birthday and had 23 G.I. Joes that I had collected over the year.
Oh,
I,
wow.
du- I duplicated a few. And Mom, I don't know one G.I. Joe from another. I think that's why I like spreadsheets because now I duplicated a couple of the Lego sets accidentally. So,
Yeah. Well, that's why I love my Google Photos, the way I keep the archives. It's not as good as the old app I used to use called Snups,
yeah,
but I use the Google Photos. And as soon as I do like a new Bricks this week and I get all my new sets on the desk, I try to do it quick and see what I got, take pictures of it. And then that helps my memory because I do have so much I'll never know. Do I have everything? Blah, blah, blah. And, but yeah, that Google Photos, Google Archive, whatever, that's great.
yeah. Well, because now my Google is going back a few years.
Yeah,
And so I'm just going at, like, I've got now a huge Lego album. And I've got the family photos, so you see the goals.
right.
So,
That's got a little bit of yellow. That's got a little bit of yellow. Not going to put all the red out, just the ones with some yellow in it. For now, oh, there's another one. See if, oh, more. But yeah, these are great. These trays just, Awesome.
But I will get Dollarama. I think that's my favorite store in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love it. I can walk out spending $200 at Dollarama. So far.
I was in 2 of them yesterday just to see if they had any more of those cheapy Power Rangers and cheapy G.I. Joe sets. Just because there's some other ones that I haven't seen in our local market, and it'd be nice to get them locally as opposed to order them online, which I can do.
Well,
But
send me a list, and if I'm up in Kitchener, see if I can see them.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Send me a list of which ones you're looking for, and if I'm out in Kitchener,
Well, Dollarama only has the ones I have, literally.
okay.
They don't have the other sets. I have all the small sets for both lines. Dollarama's purchasing department didn't pick up the bigger ones. So
Well, maybe the other dollar stores did. But sometimes I find different things in the other dollar stores. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
hey, the Brick Maniac. Still in Fargo? How is this one going to be? I can't tell.
So the reason I went in was I bought all the Halloween stickers, and I'm gonna send it to the girls.
Oh,
I got my Halloween cards, so it won't be the same. But Paisley wants to be a ghost, and Annabelle wants to be a witch. Let's just see what it's gonna be like going into a small town during Halloween. It's been years since I've been in a small town.
oh. What is this supposed to be? Oh, that's for this guy. Yes.
See? Doing good.
There's really nothing left for that. Yuck. Okay, so for now, not that, not that. Shiny is going to be above. How close is the red?
So, Ryan, did you buy anything today? Or just look?
Driving home tomorrow. Which way is that going to be?
Oh, nice. King of the Hill, eh? Okay, so that means I have to watch your brick thing to see what you got. He's going to keep his mouth shut, but cannot tell us what he got.
Soak in the hot tub tonight. Not coming home empty-handed. Oh, that's good. See, he used to come on my channel and show it off, but now he does it on his.
Ah,
That's okay.
okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know how much YouTubing I'm going to do when it's on the phone. Too small for me.
Where are these going to go? Higher? Okay, that's a lot of the face.
So that's the last face. So I go back to your face pieces and see if you can get rid of those, Rick, because you got all the faces started.
Yeah.
And I found that once I put a face in the character, the puzzle seems more alive.
Should be just a little red on a corner. but that won't be. That's actually the. I didn't think it'd be that corner. Haha. That's the one I was looking for.
Oh,
Perfect.
softball. It's October. You're still playing softball?
Sorry?
Now he's saying that he had a conversation with some people from Kansas
Kansas
City,
City.
and they were playing softball.
Nice. Hoping that looks like it might be a little loose, but maybe it's the other side. It's the other side. So red with a little line of yellow.
So have you seen the previews for Picard season 3, or you're not
No, because I don't watch TV and I haven't been seeing it on YouTube. So
Okay.
yeah.
I love my Picard. I love my Star Trek. You guys can talk Star Wars, and I'm totally zoned out.
Oh really?
Talk Star Trek.
Oh, I love Star Trek too, but it'll probably never be bigger for me than Star Wars.
I know that. I watched. I was an original Trekkie, so.
Oh, this black and red nonsense. Let's see. Some of this I can do here. Let's see. Is any of this going to marry up? No, no, no. And that one probably not either. That doesn't look right either. Wrong shade of red. Kidook.
And if you haven't seen She-Hulk, miss it.
Oh my! So I finished She-Hulk tonight before I jumped on
I
8th
couldn't
Street.
do it. I could not watch it.
I'm not happy. I'm not. Me and wifey, we both did it. We watched 4 episodes, I think, tonight.
No,
That's a shame because we like the girl Tatiana who's playing She-Hulk. We like her a lot because I watched her. Was it Orphan Black? She had a series anyway, 5 years something. I liked her a lot in that show, and I'm pretty sure she got some awards for it. I mean, she played like 6 characters. Like that show was her. I mean, she just worked like a dog on that show. But yeah, I'm not a fan of what we're subjected to.
Bad camp. And that's bad camp, I think. I mean, I accepted the original TV Batman, but welcome back, Dan.
Hello.
Shazam.
Ryan says, "Hey, Dan." I'm like, shopping trip's over, I guess.
I think he's gonna be happy to sleep in his own bed because that's usually how you are on that last day. It doesn't matter how much fun you're having. You really want.
Oh, it doesn't matter what kind of drive that is. 6 hours. Oof, that's a tough one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was lucky. See, I got to break up all my driving a little bit.
Yeah.
Stayed in your area for a couple hours before we headed out.
Oh yeah, you had dinner down here, right?
Well, we had the big lunch and we did a little shopping and then we raced back.
Did you find any good deals down this way? Retail's not that.
No, but definitely going to make another trip. And
where to? For what?
Check out the antique type stores, vintage stores, anything like that.
Did you hit up the antique toy store that you were talking about?
No, and that's the problem. Is like the one I wanted to. I was thinking about it's like we can't get in and out of there in less than 2 hours, so it's like that
and it's vintage toys and stuff.
Yeah, actually, between Hamilton and Paris.
Down that way,
is one that I visited once. It was the one that almost killed me in January, and I would really like to go back. And
are you heading that way solo?
I don't even know if I'll do it again before the spring at this point. After dropping off your stuff. And if I am dealing with Brad less, which it appears I am, then there's definitely, and Jonathan, he's not buying stuff or selling stuff really. So a lot of my contacts out your way, like the pockets of them are drying up slowly. Either they're even Eileen says she's getting out of the Lego, so it's like, yeah, I mean, it's getting tougher and tougher.
Yeah. What's the reason? Just it's not.
It's getting too expensive for me, like I'm a
Expensive.
senior, right?
Not just you, for
My
everybody.
grandbabies have moved, and it's just, yeah, it ran its course, I think.
No, it is just outrageous right now.
All collectibles blew up during the pandemic because I don't know what if there's all the money people weren't spending on other crap, and they just like, yep, I'm gonna get everything I've always wanted because I got money burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm not
It
going
seems that
out
way.
to dinner, I'm not going out to the movies, I'm
Yeah.
not going on vacations.
And in the States, they got all the stimulus payments, so they were buying up crazy stuff like crazy.
Yeah.
And so anything you wanted, you were like, oh, $1,000 in my pocket here, there.
Yeah, yeah. The attitude was, why not? It's like,
Yeah, it stimulated the wrong type of industry.
yeah.
Just blew up. But you know what? At the end of the day, these people are going to be sitting on stuff that they're going to have to get rid of one day cheap, right?
Well, that's the other thing. You know, everyone buying stuff, and you see the numbers go up, and then that's when, you know, when people cash out. And I watched it with the comic books. You know, when 93, 94, 95, 96, when everyone was buying stupid multiples of brand new number ones, new number ones.
Yeah.
They weren't picking up golden and silver age. They were buying brand new number ones at $3 to $5 a shot, buying multiples of them, putting them perfectly bagged and boarded. Okay, so we've got probably, you know, 2, 3, 4 times the natural volume of any of those books would sell. Everyone's sitting on them in perfect condition.
Yeah.
And then they all want to start cashing out. And it's like, you're lucky if you got your money back. If, you know, most did not. Now, finally, some of that stuff, and it really helps that people like, you know, the Marvel stuff with Disney pushing all the Marvel movies, you know, first appearance of Cable, finally, you know, for a little while, that was a book that would sit for $15 to $30, and now it's probably $100 to $200. But I mean, issue 86 and 87 of New Mutants, let's say, kind of a, you know, with, you know, Rob Liefeld being the artist, the art was never great. There was never a good reason to buy those books except, hey, first appearance of Cable on the last page, and then 87 had first full appearance of Cable, and then probably the Deadpool first appearance. So, but everyone was buying heavy multiples, not necessarily of New Mutants, but later when they transitioned after 100 into X-Force, so they come out with X-Force #1, so everyone buys all the gimmick covers, the carded, the bagged, the this, the hologram, this and that. We all had 2, 3, 5 copies of each. It was just going to blow up. And same thing with the trading cards. We watch it happen there too. The smart people are the ones who are still going after 30, 40, 50-year-old stuff, even if they were cheap. You buy that up. The rare stuff.
Yeah.
But no, everyone was buying recent Parkhurst and recent O-Pee-Chee and recent Skybox and Score and the ones with the bubble gum when we were kids. Maybe it was O-Pee-Chee.
O-Pee-Chees, yeah.
Yeah, O-Pee-Chee had the gum strip, the horrible gum. You know. And then, you know, in 95, 96, 97, the cards went pop. So, and they've never really recovered. Cards have never really recovered in a big way.
Like, what's drawing people to cards these days? Like, other than kids with their Pokemon and stuff like that, right?
The game, well, yeah. So gaming has been something. Having the YouTubers getting into it, like Paul and a few others, playing the, you know,
the
fastest
notoriety
credit card
it,
and then
right?
throwing the big money at stuff.
Yeah.
That's helped. But we also watch it. Like, he got nailed, you know, $100,000 card, and it was fake, right? So
really, oh
yeah. No, but you know, for him, it's all investments. It's all YouTube views. It all pays off. Like,
well, even
content.
Even that would get him views. Oh, I got ripped off. Views.
Yeah.
You know, like
scammed on $1 million Pokemon.
Well, who knows if that's even legit? It could be all reality TV, right? Because that's all it is. Pre-made.
Yeah.
What can we do that's going to make?
It's not beyond him to pull a snooker on us. That's for sure.
Oh, you can't believe anything nowadays, right?
But it's like, I'm not a fan of the grading services because even those, you take your card that you think could be worth, 5 or 10 grand or whatever. So you're going to pay a percentage. That's what I hate. You're going to pay a percentage. It's not a straight fee. You're going to pay a percentage, send off your cards. 6 weeks later, you get them back, maybe. Good luck.
There's been stories. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And then some people, and I've watched a few YouTubers who will use invisible ink to mark their cards and send them off and take the UV thing afterwards. Like, it's not the same card they got back.
Whoa.
So what are you going to do? And these are with the 2 leading card graders. So what's the story? Yeah. I really hate the idea of buying a card or a comic book encased in acrylic because it's been graded by someone, like, whatever. You don't know. It's a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother had a friend that had maybe $50,000 worth of baseball cards. An idiot bragged hard. He came home one day, his house had been broken into, and all they took was the baseball cards because you can't mark them. He had rookie, all these different rookie cards, and you'll never find them again.
Yeah. And most people's insurance policies won't pay out or will pay nothing, like close to nothing.
Yeah, unless you have
you got to take a look at the rider on your insurance and see
you have to add money to that. Yeah.
And see what they require for your collectibles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of stuff. Like for me, it's so here's what it is for me for my stuff. Receipts, photo documentation, extra video documentation, and they're happy with it.
Are you topped out at a certain amount? Like,
I got multiple policies.
Multiple.
And that's how you get around that, right?
Do you act that does your stuff
tough.
act as a business though? Or are you just doing this personal?
I have not gone to that next step.
Because then you could write off your space, your timing, all
absolutely. Well, yeah, and that is a whole thing that I've considered on and off for about 4 years, and it's like,
but is it worth it?
It's not worth it for me until I make that decision that I need to become Brad, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not there yet. I will.
The thing is, though, too, is you have to have that rolling inventory coming in and going out, and otherwise you exhaust it.
It becomes a horrible circle you got to maintain.
Yeah.
And that was one of the problems. Was like he asked a little while ago, like, Rick, the Star Wars stuff, and it wasn't specifically to me so much as who do I know, right? To start coughing out, because that is your number one in Lego, is the Star Wars. That's the big driver for everything else. And it's like, because his inventory was drying up, the key pieces, stuff that people could. He's got lots of other stuff, and so do these other guys, but it's slowly drying up as people are buying everything they want. The people who used to come to me first to sell stuff, they don't come to me anymore because I got nothing to buy from them anymore because I have it. Mm-hmm. And in some cases, I can sell some of it to them because I have a few multiples of some items. And it's like, yeah, you have to keep filling that inventory because maybe you're hot for 2 or 3 months and then you dry up. And then as soon as you dry up, they start looking somewhere else and they don't come back.
So do you attribute this lack of inventory to too many people are doing the same thing?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's always people leaving, but there's so many people coming in. And then certain themes like Star Wars are unique because they will break sets, with reckless abandon. Yeah, and I get it because they see the high value on the small items. But as collectors, a bunch of us did that also. If someone is willing to pay, $249 for a Lando Calrissian from a 6-year-old set,
they're going to do it.
Not even from a 20-year-old set, like the first Lando that had the black skin. Okay. Because that was the thing. Lego minifigures were always yellow until the Star Wars theme. And even then, they were still yellow for a year or 2 or 3 until the Lando figure, the first one. That started to bring in the skin tones, not much right away, because it was yellow, and then a brown. And then it's changed now. So I see people chasing certain things for a uniqueness, a first appearance of something, or whatever. That's great. but now they're going after just a slightly different ink print, right? That's pad
The
printed
variant.
or
Yeah, the
UV
variant.
printed. I think it's still pad printing. Pad
So
printed on a 25, not even 20, maybe a 10-cent piece of ABS that has no intrinsic value. It's not like gold that has value besides whatever your ring or jewelry is. Gold has uses. Gold has value.
Mhm.
Plastic is nothing.
Yeah.
ABS is nothing. And we put this incredible value on it. And it is just crazy what we'll do for it and what we'll pay for it.
So you guys are lucky in the Lego world that you have BrickLink to keep these prices up. Otherwise,
So when that young man, and of course he's long past now, but when he started that page up, it was amazing. Well, and for the most part, it was better in the beginning than it is now, in the sense that it wasn't isolated to just the original startup concept and rules. Like, he allowed for some custom parts, some painted parts that gave a little bit of flexibility that some people outside of the purist community.
okay.
But then when Lego took over BrickLink, after like the third owner, had basically,
Well, they own it. They own it.
Lego owns
Lego
BrickLink
owns
now.
BrickLink?
Lego not only owns first
Wow.
party, they own
Third party.
third party.
Wow.
That's why we hated what they did a couple years ago by buying them out. Now they can't perpetuate it forever. That's great.
So are they adding pieces in anywhere? No.
No.
They're just
Well,
controlling the
we
what?
thought, we were kind of hoping, hey, maybe they'll give us a bulk store in BrickLink. Why not? They could.
It would just be the same sales.
But then some people would say that could be bad because you'll hurt all the other guys.
Which guys?
Sellers.
Bulk? Selling in bulk?
Well, because you can't beat Lego. Lego.
Oh, you're talking about
if Lego
sellers on the
sells,
site,
if
on the
they
site.
sell,
Yeah,
if they sell
you're
parts
screwed.
on
Yeah, but they
there,
can
as
put
opposed
generic.
to, see, they sell bricks and pieces on their site. But if they were selling on BrickLink, now you're directly competing on the same platform with like 750 Canadian stores, 10,000 American stores.
You're gonna buy the wherever's cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, and Lego can absolutely be that guy. I'm cheaper.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. But the fact that they own it and
they own it.
What is their commission?
Then who owns Rebrickable?
That's still independent for now.
I refer Rebrickable to
Rebrickable is great, but you still, what you talk about, what is largely a photo repository, an instruction repository, and if someone like Lego wants to come along, they could buy it and make it go away.
Well, they could just throw down money and say, "We want it done.
We want it. Oh, we'll bring it into the community." They could absolutely do that. There's nothing stopping them, and I don't believe for a minute whoever is behind Rebrickable would walk away from Lego money.
But are those instructions PDFs or are they legit the original instructions paper?
Well, no. Rebrickable is community submitted concepts.
Oh, concepts. That okay. So
yeah,
like
there's no copyright anything up there.
It's just somebody made it up and here's the instructions for it.
Yeah, I've got my I got instructions up there somewhere for my 3D printer that I built and designed. I'm pretty sure it's free. There's no way I charge for it. I've never made a dime off it if I did. Yeah, I mean, it's great. Rebrickable is nice. Actually, the only ones who've profited from Rebrickable was none of the guys who submitted ideas. Because very few people ever buy. There's a pay option. It's almost non-existent. Is the Chinese guys, because if they see something decent,
they just
even if it's pay, they'll pay $5 for the instructions, and then 2 months later they'll pump a set out. And sometimes they do a good job of it, and sometimes they fumble it.
They butcher it.
They butcher it and make it even cheaper by taking parts out of the design.
But then even their quality you have to watch out too, right? What they're putting out.
It's all a matter of who did what, and when.
So getting back to the original question of BrickLink, it's there. You've got access to potentially completing all your sets. Whereas like in Firebox, your shit.
Well, BrickLink with BrickLink you do. Yeah. BrickLink, that's the thing. That's where I've pretty much used it. I have hunted down a few complete sets or some new sets, but for me, it's fixing what I used to get at garage sales or what I'll buy used from the Lego groups. Oh, it's incomplete, -5 pieces. Okay, I go on BrickLink.
That's
I'll
worth
pay
it.
$1 for parts, but then you pay $10 for shipping or $15 for shipping. It
Yeah.
hurts a little, but depending on the set, if you're fixing a $500 set,
Well,
that's a no-brainer.
You keep telling. I don't know why people don't think of it more often. Time is money.
Yeah.
You're wasting time looking and looking and looking and looking. Just get it one time. You've killed off all the extra work and
Yeah.
stress for whatever.
And I've used that way of thinking for a lot of my hobby and a lot of the purchases. I've shied away from the used stuff. It's no longer worth it for me for the most part to grab a used set, even if they promise it's complete, and then deal with the one or two hiccups that typically happen. And then even if they give me a credit for the one or two parts, that doesn't help me because now I got to go find those parts and then I'm going to pay shipping.
Yeah.
So sometimes they end up in a master list I keep, and then I let that list build up so I can try and get the most amount of parts from the fewest amount of stores. I've got a file box with all of my daughter's elves and friend sets. The complete ones are marked this way.
Feel them.
And I still have all these other ones. I don't know, it's 15 sets that I need to get one or two parts for each one of those sets.
Yeah.
They're very small because of the colors and whatever. They're not anything I have in my bulk, or at least nothing I'm willing to go search for. And I keep checking my BrickLink to see what's my list look like today, how many stores, and how much will my shipping be. And some of it's getting better. And then 1 month it got really worse. I was like, I should have ordered it last month. So I wait and wait. It's a game I'm playing. It's not like the prices have gone up really on anything I'm looking for. It hasn't. It's who has what and how much of it, so I can order from as few stores as possible.
Yeah.
Because that's your ideal, right?
Yeah, because you guys were talking about the pricing one of these groups or one of those streams back maybe a month ago or so. The prices are always last year's prices?
Well, here's the thing. So you have everyone listen to current prices, but if you look on BrickLink, you'll see the last 6 months of business.
Yeah.
And then you'll see what the current average is and what the average was for the last 6 months. So there's a lot of information. And you could base your sale price on whatever you want. Today's price, your region price. Maybe you're the best price in Canada only. Maybe you're the best price in the world. Maybe you have a price that matches what's the average for the last 6 months in sales.
Yeah.
There's so many different metrics, right? When I'm buying used sets, new sets or whatever, I don't care where I'm buying from, especially if it's an expensive item, because if I can get it Hungary, Turkey, wherever, and save $300-$400 on one set.
Oh, hell yeah.
If I got to turn around and then pay $50-$60 for VAT, customs, and duties, I do that with a smile.
Yeah.
I would love to be loyal to Canada, but the truth is, if I'm buying this stuff, I'm not finding it in Canada anyway.
Retail Canadian is terrible, terrible. I've been in retail Canada since I've been aware of it since 95, 96, around there. It was like my first job at Canadian Tire, and I've seen these prices just triple, quadruple, quintuple over the last 20 years. It's ridiculous. Like, you're talking about inflation now of basic stuff like groceries and food and whatnot. I've seen material prices of goods just destroy pocketbooks. And then the illusion of the MRSP is garbage. Oh, here's $100 item. It's on sale for $50, half off. That was $20 10 years ago, and now it's up to $50 regular price. You're still getting scammed. That's double the price, more than double. So it's just And then collectibles market is just disgusting. How everything's gone to the crazy levels it is. I still can't look at these Lego sets and go $700-$800, $500 for a Star Wars Darth Vader metallic figure.
Well, I found a guy who's willing to sell me 3 bone shakers.
Okay.
They're less than 5 years old, these 3 bone shakers, and I don't have them. I've
like Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels.
Okay.
And one's $15, one's $21, and one's higher than that. I go, you can keep it.
You'll find it. Oh, you'll find it soon.
I don't care enough about them.
Yeah, it's not a must-have.
I'll never have them all. And I've definitely cooled off a lot. If I can trip over a deal, for sure. And actually, there's a Hot Wheels store in Aurelia Diecast. The whole store is diecast cars. Cool. And it's a good sized store. I'll go up there in the spring. It's not worth going up there more often. And I'll find a handful of things. I'll take my daughter and she'll get a couple cars she's into. I'm sure I'll walk away with 5 or 10 cars, but I'd rather do that and even pay $5 a car than pay one of these guys and maybe pay shipping if they're far away from me, whatever.
Oh, yeah. That.
I'd rather have a nice day, drive the 2 hours or whatever to Aurelia, have a good day out, have a nice lunch out, and still come out ahead money wise than giving this guy, $60 for 3 dinky cars.
Dan, have
Yeah.
you been to the comic store in Kitchener?
Which one? The comic stores?
Yeah, the comic store by the park, by Victoria Park.
By the old bus station, the one across the street from it. Yeah, now and then, or I forget the name of it. But yeah, I actually used to go to that when I was a teen, back in the day. And it's just a good little store that has a little bit of everything: comics, books, all the illustrated, some toys, some collectibles. You've never been, or are you going to check it out?
I've been in the area, but I've never been in.
Yeah, it's just a good little collectible store.
Yeah, because I hang out around Victoria Park, especially if I'm playing.
Yeah, that's only a block away from the area there. Yeah, it's a good little store. It's like the only comic store that survived everything. Now and then was on the opposite side of that block, so I forget the name of that one. But it's different because it's like mainly comics, mainly illustrated books. But I still remember going there and getting my, Superman Death of Superman Doomsday Collector's Edition inside the garbage bag with the little red crest on it.
I was so upset when the comic shop I worked at in high school closed. Not only closed, but they tore down the block. Honest Ed's, the block here in Toronto.
Oh, that one was
had Honest Ed's. Well, down Bathurst side was Yesterday's Heroes. So I worked there as a kid. And yeah, when that went bye, I was so upset.
Oh, you remember talking about comics? You remind me of something. So how you're talking about just buying whatever gets you. Do you think you're going to be collectible? Do you remember when Spawn came out? The comic.
Oh, you're putting yourself in the mood.
Yeah, look at the little evil. Actually, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for Halloween.
That'd be pretty easy. You could do some effects on your video, no?
Actually, well,
some video effects.
There's a few things I can do. See, this software, as cool as it is not as robust as what I used 3 years ago, where I had a lot more video control. You got to remember, StreamYards is doing all the heavy lifting for me. Yeah. And the benefit of that is I don't have to have a robust system. Well, it also takes a lot of control away from me. So, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so
you get away.
So Ryan, I was smart because I collected a project back in the 70s.
This is going to give people seizures if I run this.
Yes, sir. Remember, I'm a senior. Knock it off.
Rick, throw some fake spider webs around there and some sound effects. You're good.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait till I do my. Oh, that's neat.
That's cool.
I can't wait to do the. Hey, is that big enough for a Monster High doll?
Might be.
Maybe. I know I have one somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Especially if it's big enough for a Monster High doll. My daughter loved those.
I could go around.
Is she into Monster High, Rick?
She was. I know, she's 18.
Was?
She don't care about any of that. But I tell you,
have...
when Walmart or Toys R Us would do the 5-packs or the bigger packs, those things are brilliant collectibles because they come and go fast. They don't last long. And almost everyone buying them, they're buying them for their kids. It's not the collectors who grab them first, usually those ones. So they do get broken down. So when you get those are sweet. And there's usually at least one doll that's unique compared to the regular line of dolls.
Did you
Maybe
pick up
a unique paint job or there's a few things I got put away.
An LOL doll.
Oh, yeah.
I hate those things. And the girls didn't take it with them when they went to BC. So.
Rick, I got a whole bunch of Monster High Mega Bloks sets. Your daughter would probably be interested in seeing some of them.
No, she wouldn't. Because
that's for nostalgia.
No, she's done with the bricks. She's totally done.
Just to see what they had. Is mattering.
She saw them in the stores. Yeah.
They're cute for a kid.
I'm interested in elves. Does anybody want to get rid of elves?
Hey, everyone wants my elves sets.
Are they that popular?
To people who like them because they're cool sets. They're beautiful sets.
I mean, they got beautiful dragons and fairies.
Well, I was never impressed with the dragons. They're cute sea dragons. with a molded 2-piece kind of head
I'm
usually.
sorry, I am not going to stop being a girly girl, and I like my cutie dragons.
Well, I mean, compared to the dragons that Dan's got and I've got, they're definitely. I mean, people.
Oh,
Have,
geez. You
yeah,
you take the cake on that big Chinese knockoff
that
one.
big one is
That-
great.
You have that still up, right?
And yeah, I haven't torn that down. It's not in the way or anything. I'll check it for dust to see if it's an issue. It's literally in the top 6 inches of the apartment. So,
You
That'd
mean
be
you
awesome
never
if
got
you
a
do that.
Harry Potter dragon?
I don't have a lot of Harry Potter or anything.
That is
I have a few castle type sets and stuff, but
okay.
I'm not a Harry Potter guy. Oh. Actually, I'm going to use that as a segue anyway, because I've been sitting in this chair. Well, I've been. It was like 8:00, I think, when
you guys
Nate
were doing
was starting his thing, and
yeah,
so 2 hours is about all my back will take in a chair. I'm probably going to do stream in the morning or at lunch.
Yeah,
I'm not taking off until probably 4 in the afternoon, so I'm probably going to do something. But and my brick sets are starting to roll in, so it's looking like Friday or Saturday for new bricks.
Are you doing any builds yet, or are you gonna leave that for winter?
Puzzle? No. Puzzle. I just want to do this one puzzle to get it away, get it done, so I can hand that to my mom, and then I'll start doing some builds. I tore down all those sets, so I could start building. So every week I will be building. Every week I'll be building, and you know what's wicked? I won't say what I got, but you know all the cars I've been collecting.
You were missing one, weren't you?
Well, no, I found a couple more brands with a couple more cars.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's like it's becoming a real thing. Like that's going to be a whole. Like it's just interesting to me. I guess I'm burned out on Star Wars. Seriously, I just
so no. But what else? What else can they come up with Star Wars wise that you don't?
Well, they're not doing original, so it's like.
Are they going to come up with like?
I will look elsewhere, and that's what I've done. I'm looking elsewhere, for stuff that excites me. Now, don't get me wrong. Your
whole gimmick is that all bricks count. So, what other?
Yeah. Well, you saw it. I put it on the back of the car finally. Actually, I'm going to get some bigger stuff. That was just a cheapy trial, just to see if I liked it. And I go, you know what? It's kind of cool.
You can make those on your own, can't you? If you have the right stuff.
You know, well, I got a vinyl guy. I've got a vinyl guy who actually does that as a business, sign guy. So if I really want to do something nice, and see, I'm limited to the glass. I don't want to put it on my paint. That's when you really commit. Glass. That's when you're really committed, when you put it on the paint. It's like,
just remember this: when you go through the summer with that on your glass, your tint will fade, and then you'll still have that shadow later.
Well, so the nice thing is I've only put it on the black.
Yeah.
Where
the edging, you mean, right?
The edging on the back, right?
That'd be so funny. Somebody's driving around that car in 20 years and there's no bricks count. Little faded logo on the back. What was that ancient thing? Lego bricks, what?
Really subtle in the light. If you look at a certain angle, you see
this when they repurpose vans and cargo trucks and all that. You see it on the paint. You're like, whoa, I know what that used to be.
Well, see, the reason I stuck to the glass and where I have is because I can take my shop knife and get it off clean.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not worried about it. So
yeah,
because for years I refused to put anything on my vehicles, but it's like,
well, you just draw attention to, hey, something valuable here. And
you know what it's come down to? I like being able to spot my car at a distance.
Ah, gotcha.
And like I put that on the rear, and it's like, hey, I can see all the way down the lot. Look at the stuff on the glass, right? Even now we were talking, me and wife, even, hey, I should put something on the front bumper. Not that I want to, but it's like, because where's the car? And we're looking down the lanes, and it's hard to tell. Now you saw the color. My color isn't common.
It's generic. For Toyota. It doesn't stand out. Yeah.
Well, it's not common for Toyota. It's probably the least purchased.
But even then, you're looking down 20-50 car row. You're like, oh, where's my car?
It looks like brown, and it looks like even black at a distance. You know, it's black currant. It's purple metallic in the light. So it could have like 3 or 4 different colors depending on where you're seeing it, what time of day.
Yeah. Plus, in just like, again, it's in the sea of all the cars, you're like, which one, where is it at? Kind of thing.
Well, when I had like the silver Corolla, and then I go into, and when I went to one of the Chinese malls here in Toronto, right when they opened, there was no one there. When I come out,
you're like
5,000 Hondas and 5,000 Corollas, and more than half were the same color as my car.
I can't-
It
Silver-
took me an hour and a
silver's a
half to
tough
find
one.
my car.
Yeah.
And because I didn't have automatic beeper, fob,
Oh,
anything.
you know the fob stuff.
Well, yeah, you're talking like 2001.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, it took like an hour and a half to find my car. It was horrible.
It definitely works when you're advantage to have something spotted.
Something a
from
little
above.
unique looking, and
Like a golf tennis ball.
well, that's a good cheap thing to do, and people
Technically,
because
yeah.
we don't have antennas anymore that stick up. I do
You
have
have the
the
little
bee
shark
sting.
fin?
I got the little bee sting antenna, but I don't
Yeah.
put anything on it. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to make stuff stand out. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for
Okay.
hanging, and I'll do something tomorrow. I got
Enjoy
nothing else
your
to
evening.
do.
We'll keep an eye out for you.
All right.
Okay, I'll see. I know they're going to Kitchener Waterloo in the morning.
All right.
Enjoy.
You have a safe trip.
I
Enjoy.
will.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Peace. And where's my out? Take care, everyone. We're closing her down. Take care, Ryan. Peace.